So ladies and gentlemen, like I said, we're going to have an interview with Mr. Sadiki. Give us a few seconds, we're going to get Sadiki on the line. Hello.
Yes, brother.
What's up, Sadiki? That's you?
Yes, man. Yes, hi.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Reggae Pon Top on Tellstream Radio. We have the one and only Mr. Sadiki on the line. What's up, brother?
Yo, everything blessed. I'm blessed. What's going on with you?
Oh, man, we doing what we could do, man. Doing what we could do. You know, when I contacted you last week, I said, you know, you're one of the artists that I think is what I call one of the unsung heroes. A lot of people really don't know how much things and how many things you have accomplished so far in this music industry. So I said it's only fitting to have you on for my first interview on Tellstream Radio.
Yeah, my brother, respect for that. Respect.
All right, so this is what we're going to do, Sadiki. We're going to get right into the questioning. You know, we're not going to waste no time because this is your time. You hear?
Seeing. First off, before anything, we just want to pick up Tellstream, see? Pick up my brethren, Big John, they don't know what the English love us, see?
No doubt. You know, Big John has given us that platform, giving me this platform all the way here in New Jersey to be heard over in the UK and worldwide. So we always got to big up the boss. Got to big up the boss, you know? You know what I'm saying? So, okay. So, Sadiki, this is something that, like you said, I want people to know about Sadiki. So, we're going to go right into the interview. And, of course, I need to know, when did you get your start into the business? What year or when did you ever attract to music like that?
You know, so I'm not sure the exact year, but I know it was like late 80s when we just about to leave. Just about to leave high school. And I actually decided against graduating from high school and really decided to stay on music. Although, you understand me? I just started singing and everybody kind of loved the vibe. And I started on a sound system in Chicago, a sound system Meritone. And this was a different Meritone from the Meritone in Jamaica. But that is where I got my start, like late 80s.
Okay. So you actually started on sound system. That's very interesting because, you know, I'm a sound system guy myself. So that means you have that foundation there, which is always a good thing. A lot of greats started out of the sound system era. So that's a good thing to know.
Yeah, definitely, man. I started on a sound system, like I said. You know, moving the sound system here and there, traveling to different dances, and of course, every weekend everybody would have come together and we build with cassette them way. Yeah, that's what I say.
Right.
Internal sound clash and artists are clash, and you don't know the whole vibes. Don't about that, right? So.
Okay. So you said you did that in Chicago. So you're born in Jamaica, correct?
Yeah, I was born in Jamaica, immigrated, I migrated to Chicago in the 80s as well.
Okay.
And I'm just kind of, you know, started the whole music thing there in Chicago.
Okay, good. Okay. So Sadiki, over the years of you honing your crafts, when was your first recording? What was your first song that you put out? Is it something that you worked with another producer, or is it something you did on your own?
The first song that I actually put out was released by a label in Chicago at the time called Verge Records. Big up my virgin, Bunny Roots and Evie. And it was actually something, if I remember correctly, it was something that I produced. Back in those days, the whole production with using, you know, software was just was just kind of coming in. You know, you have cakewalk and programs like that.
Okay.
And I was really blessed to, have the opportunity to really have a studio at my disposal. And it was provided by, as I said, my brethren, Evie and Junior Roots in Chicago. And, my kind of just sat there days in and day out, just learning the whole thing, learning production and just basically sitting there and teaching myself. And I was fortunate enough to be able to come up with some wonderful products and some wonderful recordings, and they released it on their label.
Okay. And speaking about production, people who may know you as a singer, I don't know if many people know that you're a producer and you have put a lot of music out, not only for yourself but other artists. Talk about some of the people you've produced for.
Yeah, well, once again, it's just another blessing, and I've been blessed to be able to work with some very, very prolific singers and songwriters, artists. People like George Nooks, people like Pam Hall, Chesedek, people like Tony Anthony from Canada. I've worked with people like Twiggy, so just a lot of stuff that we've been able to release over the years,
Right. Speaking of Twiggy, wow, man,
yeah.
when you came back out and put Twiggy back out with the remake that you made or whatever, man, that was so refreshing to hear Twiggy's voice, and she hasn't lost a step. And that was a hell of a collaboration, and I thought it was a very, very good song. And how did that come together with Twiggy? How did you meet her and get that working?
Yeah, well, actually, Twiggy and I recorded the first song. It was With You I'm Born Again, and the whole link really came through my brother, who if anybody's been to New York, everybody knows Buck from Moody's Records, and he was for a very long time the person, the go-to person there at Moody's Records for everything in it. So Buck basically linked up, made a connection with Twiggy, and we basically and it came out and did really, really well. It was number one in Florida for I think 3 or 4 weeks, and also I think it went to number 2 in New York. And then I think the song that you talking about is the song called Let's Dance, the remix that we did just about maybe we released about 4 months ago.
Right. That is the
one.
Yeah,
so that. Right, so that one is doing really well, and as I say, it's just a refreshing sound that I was just trying to come with, because everybody knows Twiggy from the 90s and that whole vibe, the whole Penthouse days, and I really thought that the industry was kind of missing that feel and that vibe. You know what I mean? I say, yeah, we have a lot of dancehall, but I don't think we have a lot of big people dancehall. Yeah, that's what I mean. I say it's dancehall that you wouldn't typically hear in parties, but you would hear it in like big people parties.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So it was important to kind of create that vibe, something clean that people could play and still dance and enjoy, and it's dancehall. Same way. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep, I understand.
So, yeah, man. So we just created that whole vibe.
All right. So, Sadiki, who has been your influences over the years? I heard you say you work with George Nooks and people like that. Those are some veteran people there. But who actually were some people you looked up to and said, yeah, I want to get into this business. I want to do this.
Yeah, it's interesting. For me, my musical journey has been really eclectic. You understand? Just moving to Chicago, I was exposed to everyone. Because people like, R. Kelly, Yatak, people like Jodeci. You understand what I say? You're talking about people like Barry Hammond. You're talking about, Boris Gardner. And even my own father, who was a singer and songwriter, he actually wrote the song called Silent River Runs Deep for Judy Mowatt.
Okay.
And, growing up with him, he was a major influence. He didn't put us into music, but the influence was always there, and of course it's in the blood. And so, definitely, as I said, he was a major influence among so many other people. Look, so many people, we can't even name them, brother. Trust me, there's just numerous.
I understand. So I was thinking about a question that has been on I guess the hearts of many people in reggae, especially reggae artists, old, in the middle, new, people who's been around. And I said I didn't know if I was going to ask this question, but I said, you know what, I'm going to ask this question to you. How do you feel about this Grammy situation? This has been talked about for the last few years or so, though, that it seems like the Grammy always seem like to the Marley. If a Marleys have an album out, that it always leans their way because of Ziggy Marley's wife being a part of the committee and all those things. Do you think that the Caribbean community dealing with Grammys or whatever, is that something that they should fight to get something to get it to be how can you say even across the board, or is this something that says that really doesn't represent the Caribbean people and Caribbean music or whatever, so just lower it and leave it alone?
But at the end of the day, it really, to me, comes down to that. You understand what I'm saying? You really have to know what it is and what you're really here in this industry. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If you're an artist who is here for accolades and for people to up and say, boy, you get this award or you got this award, or, you got a Grammy or you got that, whatever award it is, then that is really on you, and the Grammys are going to be really, really important to you as an artist. To me personally, I am not an artist here who is looking for accolades, and I'm not looking for awards. And those things, although they are wonderful to receive, is not the end of the day for me if I don't receive one. So when you're asking me about things like the Grammy, it's really hard for me to put myself in a situation where they even feel anything for the Grammy. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Or for any other award in that regard.
Yeah, I mean,
you understand what I'm saying? Because I'm not do it for the award. I don't really care how a man feel about what I am doing. I am doing what I'm doing really and truly because I am trying to raise my level and raise my game. You understand what I'm saying?
Right, I understand totally. I mean, I just feel like again, it's all about your worth, your fans, and that you're putting in the work. And when that one person see you and say, "Look, I love your music" or whatever, that is the thing that keeps you going. It's not the hardware. It's those fans that that's spending their hard-earned money to listen to you or come see your shows and those things, and that's what it all comes down to. Right. And you know what?
Definitely.
To me, I think the whole argument of the Grammy thing is another way of diversion and dividing. We have enough division within the ranks, so we need to come together on all avenues. So I mean, it is what it is, and whatever. We just keep it moving from there. So
man, the Grammy is for them thing. You know what I'm gonna say? I mean, it is a political thing at the end of the day. This is not just something where a person come out, get up and say, well, this person is going to receive it based on the fact that they did such and such. Right. It's something where, as far as I understand, it's an organization. It's a bunch of people who are members. They are voting members, and whoever votes, whoever them want to win is the person who wins, as far as I understand.
Okay.
So, it is what it is.
Right. Well, we're going to move on now. So we have 2018 right around the corner, Sadiki. Now, like you said, you're on Tellstream Radio. Tellstream is based in the UK, whatever. I don't know if you ever traveled over to the UK, but what's your plans for 2018? Are you going to, touch over in the UK maybe next year or what? What's your plans?
Yeah, well, I want to say really and truly, I was supposed to come to the UK this year around November, but I had a little mishap with my passport, so we'd have to get it started out. And so we're looking forward to coming over to the UK next year. First time I would be there, and really and truly I look forward to it because I'm a place. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm a place. Even though I never come there, I've never been there, it's my place. Straight up.
Sadiki, you breaking up a little bit on me, brother. So I don't know if you moving
Yeah,
around.
is that better?
Yeah, sounds a little better now. There you go.
Right,
So like, okay, so if say a promoter, a producer, sound systems, if anybody's listening to this interview right now, or that will listen in the future or whatever, how can they contact Sadiki?
Yeah, so everything is there on social media, of course. And you can hit me on Twitter. It's I am Sadiki. That's IAMSADIKI. Also, you can send an email to bigboyrecords@hotmail.com. And just basically Google. Our information is there. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter, Instagram. So just link up.
Okay. So I have to ask you this last question. You have a song out that's called, for the festive season, it's called Santa Claus. You know, it's an acoustic version. That was a song I played last week on my show. Such a wonderful song, very deep song also. How did that come about, or what was your motive for making that song right there?
Well, Santa Claus, first of all, we say, it's a festive song because Santa Claus. And truly, the intention behind Santa Claus is for it not to be a Christmas song. It is definitely not a Christmas song.
Okay.
The whole point to making a song like that, and to still kind of give the whole song is about the crime and the violence, and the murders and so forth, and basically saying, some changes. We're basically saying it looks like the people take down the whole mix of things. So now it's that Santa Claus. So basically did a song dedicating it to Santa Claus, speaking to Santa Claus directly and asking, Santa Claus, are you coming to the Caribbean? Because I have to talk to you. Something must change, and it seems like the people don't know God anymore. So we need to talk to you. We need some in Santa Claus, because I must do the people them up there. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, like I say, it is a very important. These topics right now are extremely important, especially within, especially throughout the Caribbean. There are places in the world as well, throughout the world. Because we really want to see the crime and the violence. The rate of these things must come down, but we really can't lose our family the way we are losing them, my brethren. You know what I say? Jamaica right now, I believe, is number 4 on the list of countries with the highest murder rate in the world. And that is really not a good place for Jamaica, them, my brethren.
Right.
You see what I say?
Right.
So right now, we really want the artists then to come together and really make some changes. Change the topics of some of these songs. Make a change with the whole topics, man, because we realize that the more positive songs artists put out, it has an effect on the whole society. You understand what I say? So make us put out some positive music, man. Change the topic, man. Too much guns in the music. Too much guns and too much gory details. And it can become the norm. Right. You understand what I say?
Right.
Topics need to change up, man.
I agree. I mean, I'm from an area in New Jersey, Camden, New Jersey. It's been on the news for years. It's as they say we were the poorest city in the nation. I don't know how they came up with that, but I mean, it is a neighborhood that it was rough. It's a rough neighborhood. You easy for you not to get out. A lot of my friends are not here now because of the mean streets or whatever. So I totally understand. Even myself, I feel like I need to get out and do more. So, I mean, I really respect the song. Like I said, the song was a deep song, and very clever. And I just hope that people get a gist of what they're saying and really gravitate to the song, because it's a very good song.
Respect, my brother. I really hope that we can really, spark the feeling that really makes create some changes.
All right. Well, look, Sadiki, we thank you for your time, brother. All I can tell you is right now, at this point of the interview, now it's just your time. If you want to give any type of shout outs, if you want to, say your details again or anything, it's your time. So talk to your people that's out there listening.
Yeah, bro. Well, you don't know that first. We have to, of course, pick you up. Enough respect for the opportunity, my brother. You don't know. And we have to also say, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, whatever it is that you're celebrating around this time of year. To all the fun, all the listeners right now. Please stay safe, please take care of each other. You know me, I say, let's make the team run smooth, man. Just one love, you understand what I say? And of course, check out the music on iTunes and Amazon. And just support the things if you like what you're doing.
All right, sir. Well, listen, I really appreciate you taking that time and talking to my listeners out there and, coming on a Reggae Pon Top Show. You're a person, like I said, I've been rating for many years. We've done, some dub plates and things together over the years, and I finally was able to meet you this year and put the, the name to the face in Canada. So it was a very, very good time meeting you. Very professional, respectful brother, and I hope that everything in your career goes well, and anything we could do over here at the Medina International crew, we here for you, okay?
Definitely. Yes, man. Big up yourself to me.
Nope.
Medina is my sound.